Baby L Drizzy. Baby L Drizzy. Baby L Drizzy. Baby L Drizzy. But act like you don't know us. Baby L Drizzy. Yeah. Peace, family. Peace, peace, peace to you and yours. Peace to you and yours. All right now. All right now. Yo, my BBL Drizzy verse is coming along great right now. That shit is fire. I promise you, my BBL Drizzy verse is fire. I ain't gonna spit it because I'm not finished with it, but the shit is coming along. I promise you. Nothing I promise. Mm-mm-mm. And I never stop no more. Greetings, greetings, greetings. Hey. Greetings, greetings, greetings. Peace to the family. I am live on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube. All right, clap it up. Peace to the family. Peace to you and yours. Welcome to another episode of Melanin Mondays. You are now rocking with the best. Yes, this is your good brother, Red Pillar, aka Richfield. This episode is entitled "They Not Like Us." They not like us. Hey. They not like us. 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 Once upon a time, they not like us. They not like. Hey. Yo, my nigga RZA Islam body that shit. Shout out to RZA Islam. I just saw a reel where he was doing that. He was doing that shit. Only you West Coast niggas could do too. We need to do a crit walk, a workshop. They not like they not like yeah. I love that war dance. I love the dance. That's a war dance right there. That shit that they do in Compton and Oakland and whatnot. That's a war dance. That's tribal. Straight like that. That's tribal. That's some shit that they was doing when we was Seminoles. Facts. You feel me? Facts. That shit right there is magical. Kendrick made an exercise for the warriors. Yes, Crip Walk is a war dance. They not like us. They not like us. I'm from Brooklyn. Y'all not about to have me get up here and do some shit that shit is coastal. I'm gonna let y'all do that. You know what I'm talking about? Y'all ain't about to have Unk up here trying to do the motherfucking. I want to be able to do that shit that my nigga from West Side Connection. Yay. I want to be able to Crip Walk like WC. You know what I'm talking about? That's one of my goals. Facts. That is one of the goals. That's goals right there. I want to be able to do that hyphy shit. That's goals. I need to do that shit. E40 of them niggas. I want to blood walk, crip walk. I don't want to join the gang though. I want to do it as a war dance when you know, and I want to be surrounded by community revolutionaries in progress and brotherly love overriding oppression. You feel me? I wanna turn up when they in warrior mode. I wanna do it with on some Nipsey Kendrick type shit. You feel me? That's when I want to dance with the homies and whatnot. Pause. That's when I want to walk it with the homies when they got their mind right. And it appears as if, you know, you know what? It appears as if we're being shown in real time what it's gonna take. It's not going to happen overnight, but we being shown in real time that it's possible to get our people's minds right. It's going to take a little bit of warfare. It's going to take a little bit of friction. It's going to take a little bit of confrontation. It's going to take a little bit of smoke, because where there's smoke, there's fire. But to be honest with you, fire, right, changes things, right? Fires change things. You could clear a forest by setting that shit to fire, you know, and then it will grow freshly. You dig? We need positive conflict. Positive conflict. What is positive conflict? Usually, positive conflict is solution based war. Solution based warfare. Yes, fire is purification. Right now, we live in a day and age, right? We live in a time, we live in an epoch, we live in an era where we are witnessing a purification stage. Not it's not at 10. It's not at its highest. Please, because you got people online and on social media ready to tap out, talking about it's too much. Oh, it's too much. I can't take it. I have battle rap fatigue, right? Battle rap fatigue. Battle rap fatigue, right? It's too many bars. Oh my goodness. I couldn't do anything this weekend. I was supposed to do laundry. Battle rap fatigue. You know what I would say to that? Tell that to the 8-year-old on the Gaza Strip. You know what I'm talking about? Who hasn't slept in 30 days, hasn't eaten in 30 days, and they're being hit with a flurry of bombs coming from jet fighters, billion-dollar jet fighters and whatnot. Tell that to a 13-year-old in Rafah, right? Who every other day they walk past dead people and they smell putrid bodies and whatnot. Tell that to an infant, an 18-month, they gotta basically move around and everything and survive because there's drones that are targeting people, heat-seeking missiles and whatnot, and they'll blow the whole house up just to get to one person. Don't talk to me about you tired of a rap battle, and don't talk to me about yo, niggas need to be at peace and whatnot. I don't want to have that conversation. No, respectfully. And I'm not angry either. I'm to be honest with you, I choose peace in life. You know what I mean? Contrary to popular belief, you know, I might be more peaceful than blue pill. You know, fuck around and find out. I might be more peaceful than blue pill. Yeah, you know, I come in peace. I come in peace, right? But I know the power of conflict, and I know also the perks of war. Let me tell you something. War is not for everybody. That's why men kill in private, right? You don't have the butcher shop is not in the middle of the square. You understand? The butcher shop is not in the open. It's not in the middle of the square. Theoretically, the butcher has a curtain or a drape up so you don't have to see, you know, the butchering taking place. The butcher's here, right? War is for warriors, and it should be observed through the lens of warriors and warriors only. War is not a sport. It's not a spectator sport. However, because we live in this digital age, it's become a spectator sport. So ever since Vietnam, when they began showing you war in real time, or they began to show you the horrors of war, right? Something that man only was able to see. Remember, they left the women at home. You was not exposed to war, ladies. You did. You was not exposed to war. The children were not exposed to war. They were exposed to some type of warfare during their rites of passage, and then they would get integrated into warfare. But you know, we're not supposed to witness carnage, you know, in real time like that, right? So yes, you got World War II in HD, and you got Vietnam in Technicolor. You got Desert Storm on a CNN 24-hour news cycle, but you get in the Ukraine-Russia war and you get in the Gaza-Israeli war, right? On live stream. Because if you could, there's places on Twitter where you could go and log in. You could put the hashtag and you could actually watch the war in real time. Can't nobody say, yo, that's a fake war. That's a lie. You literally could log in and watch niggas blow niggas up in real time. They're really dying over there. Don't fall for the okie doke. Somebody dying. You know what I'm talking about? They not just fabricating the fact that there's carnage taking place in the Ukraine and most definitely in Gaza. So there's places on TikTok, Twitter, and there's also places on Reddit, and there's also places on 4chan. You literally could see carnage, war crimes, and atrocities on live stream, real time. No dark web, a surface web, right? Surface web on the surface for an 8-year-old to see. The same way that if a child knows how to stream and play video games, then they know how to watch the carnage take place and they know how to find a war while they just chilling during lunch and whatnot, waiting for art class to begin and whatnot, or waiting for sex ed to begin, where the drag queen is the special teacher for the day. The substitute teacher is RuPaul. While they're waiting for RuPaul to pull up, they could pull up the Gaza war and watch babies get run over by tanks because the soldiers are wearing GoPro cameras, right? And they're streaming it. Shay Black, if you're still in Atlanta, hit me up, King. So that's the difference between today and yesterday. And everybody this weekend or this strong end, y'all got to observe war in real time. And a lot of people were not able to stomach a fucking rap battle, right? You know, I'm not going to judge and I'm not going to discredit real what people may consider rap battle fatigue and whatnot, because it's real. I mean, I even felt it to a degree and whatnot, but that wasn't a war. There's levels to this shit. It was a battle, but it wasn't a war. Yeah, they're showing you real time first person shooter in the in on the internet, if you know where to look. Real time first person shooter. And we live in a world where voyeurism is so addictive. Voyeurism is so ingrained into society these days. Voyeurism. Children grew up being voyeurs. I mean, when I was growing up, we were voyeurs and whatnot, but we were looking through the window, but not all the way deep into the house, if you understand what I'm saying in the analogy that I'm making. We have voyeurism, but we were not able to see the things that children these days are able to see as voyeurs and whatnot. So as voyeurs, the morality, the fabric of morality has been removed from the younger generation, because they'll watch somebody kill someone and they won't, because they're looking through the eyes of the person who's doing the killing, the drilling, the stealing, the dealing, and the wheeling, right? Boom, the wheeling. Niggas doing wheelies and whatnot. The bike crews who wear GoPros and they ride through the streets on bike gangs and whatnot, right? People living vicariously through them as voyeurs and whatnot. So you got white kids that may live in the suburbs and whatnot. They could tap in to somebody's GoPro and basically live vicariously through them while they do the Meek Mill shit and ride through the hood, right? Boom. Then there's people who are living vicariously through drillers, right? There's a video that was there's the Buffalo shooter, white supremacist. He went live. He had a GoPro camera on his helmet. He went live on Twitch and walked up in the supermarket and was blowing people away with AR-15s. Niggas watched that in real time. You understand? He had a large following when he was going live. His live was like he might have had 5,000 people in real time watching him kill people in the restaurant. So you got drill rappers. They go live when they go spinning the block, right? So people are so much into voyeurism. You have a whole generation of young kids who are basically desensitized. The ones that are like 20, Kai Cenat, Aiden Ross generation, the Y2K Osiris's, they're 24 right now, they're 20 years old. They grew up living vicariously through GTA. They grew up living vicariously through first-person shooters and whatnot. Then they got into voyeurism, where they basically started looking at the dark web. You know, they were going into rooms and whatnot, seeing a lot of heinous things. Then they got into porn and they voyeurs into that world, all of the depravities, as far down the rabbit hole as their minds can take them. Whatever limits, if they have no limit, Master P, they go in head first down a rabbit hole, boys and girls, right? If you don't got no, if there's no limits, if there's no filter, and if there's no break, and a nigga drop you in the Pornhub world, you're coming out on the other side different. You're gonna be fucking compromised. You understand? You're gonna come out on the other side toxic with parasites. Facts. You gotta go in there with a bungee cord. You gotta go in there with you know how like they had the Tom Cruise movie Mission Impossible, and they reeled him down, but he had like a thing attached to him to pull him back up. If you don't have something like that, and you go anywhere on the internet where you don't have a way back out of there, if you don't have a fucking rope that's tied around your waist and you go down into certain rabbit holes, you're finished. That's what's called radicalization. That's what's called toxicity. That's how niggas became red pilled. And I'm not talking about red pill as in me red pill or the twin pillars. I'm talking about red pill where they turn young men into sassy, angry boys and toxic niggas, right? The red pill movement where they've basically poisoned a whole fucking generation of young men to basically hate, not just despise or have disdain for, but they've been able to incubate a hatred in our men against the women. And then I seen it happen to the women too. I was, you know, I don't want to get all personal about my personal life, but I was in a relationship and it was 2016 and I was with a woman who I really was, you know, I was fond of her. And through the course of about 2 years and whatnot, maybe a year and a half and whatnot, she got radicalized on some feminism shit. Facts. I seen light skin with green eyes, and you know, her mother. I don't want to get all personal into her shit. You feel me? But let's just say that I saw the perils of people who go through, you know, that colorism thing. I saw that shit up close. You dig what I'm saying? And then I seen her get radicalized by the feminazi movement. You know what I mean? And I seen that shit turn her from a warm-hearted person to somebody who was cold-hearted in a matter of a few months. And that was on my watch. You know what I mean? You feel me? That was on my watch. So if that shit happened around me, I could imagine what the fuck is happening around everybody else, because it's the shit is real. So there's women who are living with men who are being radicalized and they're turning into quote unquote, they're being red pilled and they're becoming cold and callous, and their narcissism and whatnot is beginning to take them over. You know what I mean? There's people who are exploring through voyeurism very dark depths. They're people who are exploring very dark depths and whatnot, and it's affecting their mental health. It's affecting their mental state. It's affecting their spiritual state because they're getting incubus and succubuses. They're getting parasites attached to them, almost like they're becoming a host and whatnot for spiritual parasites, right? And those spiritual parasites, who remembers the video game Metroid, right? I'm showing my age and whatnot. Who remembers Metroid, right? So there was in Metroid, there used to be a blob that would attach to Metroid. And when the blob attached to Metroid, it would take his power away. Remember that? Remember Metroid? He used to have this fucking entity that would attach to him that would be sucking his power. That's what's coming off of your computers and your phones when you are when you're going down this rabbit hole of this quote unquote, I will call it it's I don't even have a name for it. Let me gather my thoughts as to what I will call it and whatnot, so I could properly paint the picture about what it is that I'm speaking of. It has spiritual implications to it. It has electromagnetic, it has egregor implications to it. Think tentacles, think leeches, think, think, you know what I mean? Like think that type of shit. That's what's coming off of these phones. That's what's coming off of these, and looks like, because the addiction that people are having, it has a physical component to it. You just can't see it because you can't see what's coming off of your phone right now. You don't see the signals coming off your phone. Let's not fool ourselves. You do not see the signals coming off of your laptop. You don't see the Bluetooth signals. You don't see the Wi-Fi signals. So how the fuck do you think you're gonna see the spiritual signals coming off of it? Huh? You don't see the artificial signals. And that's the electrode, that's the electrodes. That's not real. Because if you throw water on this shit, it'll fucking spaz out. You know what I'm talking about? It's not real. It's some matrix shit. It's electricity. It can't pass through the four elements, right? Your phone is not real because if I bring it in a water, which is an element, then it's destroyed. So it's anti-nature. I can't take this laptop in the fucking pool with me, my nigga. I can't take it into the water with me. It can't withstand fire, right? So it's not real. Yet and still, we're addicted to it, and it has a stronger pull on us than some of the elements, than nature. Niggas is forsaking nature to play on their phone all day. You know what I'm saying? So you don't see the binds, you don't see the etherical binds that these devices have on your physical body, but I promise you, they're going to develop some type of glasses to where you'll be able to see it. You know what I mean? Because you can't see the Bluetooth coming off your phone. You can't see the Wi-Fi coming off your phone, but that doesn't negate the fact that the shit is coming off of your phone, and that's what's making it work. So if that's the case, then there's some type of spiritual shit going on with the phone. There's some type of incubus, succubus shit going on with the phones. There's some type of ties going on. There's a soul tie. There's some type of binding taking place, and we have to cut those cords. We got to cut those cords because it doesn't serve us. It's not real. An EMF entanglement. Thank you, Mr. Ovary Massager. I love that name. It's an EMF entanglement. You know what I'm talking about? And it's pulling us. It's pulling people into an abyss. That's why so many deaths taking place. How many people you know dying on your timeline and whatnot? Where is that coming from? I know they say people die every day and whatnot, but people wasn't dying like that when I was coming up. Are you dumb? And we went through a Holocaust, and they wasn't dying at this rate. You know, you said the brain doesn't know the difference, right? I suspect that as well. The brain don't know the difference. The brain don't know the difference. You know, yes, have the diodes. Delbert Blair, Dr. Delbert Blair taught us about the diodes. You got to have the diodes on deck at all times. You got to have shungite on you at all times. You see, I stay coppered up. People think this is for vanity, and that's where they sadly mistaken. I wear all of this shit that I'm wearing right now is because I'm aware of who the hell, I'm up against. I understand my role. I know more about the role that I play than anybody else would know because I'm inside of this body. I know that I have enemies in high places and higher principalities. I know that I'm in a spiritual war against enemies on a higher principality. The day that I hopped off the porch, I was in a spiritual warfare against warlocks and wizards and entities that are seen and unseen and whatnot. So this copper, these stones that people try to clown us. Do you know that niggas had the audacity to try to make something? They try to make it seem like that I was supposed to be. They try to shame the fucking crystals, my nigga. They try to make this shit seem like it was something wrong with being protected. And some of those people, they not around anymore because they wasn't protected and they got washed up in a tsunami of lewd and lasciviousness. You know what I mean? They got washed up in a tsunami of quote unquote, some niggas got eaten alive by the trolls and whatnot. They got eaten alive by their own creations, like the Bride of Frankenstein. It's niggas out here that created Frankensteins, and those same Frankensteins was the ones that ate them up and whatnot. But they wanted to try to clown me and my brother because we was protecting ourselves. This is pre-COVID. We got copper, we got jewelry on. I'm wearing brass. All of this is for health reasons. All of it. The sickest that I probably have been is a stomach virus, bro. You know what I mean? And I'm not bragging or boasting and whatnot. You know what I'm talking about? But I'm protected. I'm protected. I'm protected, bro. And I'm not the most protected, but I'm protected. I'm at war. I know what the fuck I know what I showed up for. And I know the stakes are high. And I know that people that I'm going up against, they don't sleep, bro. I don't fucking sleep. So I can imagine what my ops don't sleep. Every day that I gotta get up, every day I get up, I gotta get at it. I don't have if I wanted to take a vacation, my nigga, I could not. I'm not like Drizzy Drake, nigga. I can't take a vacation like Aubrey. I don't have the fucking because if I imagine Clark Kent take a vacation. Does Peter Parker take vacations? I never seen him take a vacation. Did you? That nigga was swinging through your he was reporting the news and being a motherfucking superhero fighting crime and whatnot every day. Every day. You know what I mean? Because I'm not bragging, but if I was to go on vacation, who's gonna take my place? Who's gonna do what I do? Who's gonna do what I do? Who's gonna be able to do what I do? I can't leave the post. Not right now. We're in the fourth quarter and we up. Why would I abandon the game in the middle of the motherfucking finals and whatnot? And we in the fourth quarter. I would not bet. I wouldn't do that. So I'm gonna sleep when this shit is over with. Fuck all of that battle rap fatigue, nigga. I'm lit. I'm charged. I'm energized. I just needed to charge up like a battery. You know what I mean? But this shit has me invigorated. I'm loving it here. You dig? I'm loving it here. No days off. Fuck that. You know what I'm talking about? I'm pushing the line and whatnot because I promise you, if I was waking up every day and I didn't see the works coming to fruition, then I would tap out. I would go get a job as a motherfucking garbage man and whatnot. You know what I'm talking about? I would just get the city job and fade away into motherfucking child services or something. I just become a city worker, nigga. You know? But you tell me who gonna sub in? Who gonna tap in? This is the finals. I wanna sit on the bench and whatnot. I'm on my LeBron shit. Who we gonna bring in to run the ball? Because if you could run the ball, then I want to take. I'll go ahead and go to the beach. You know what I mean? Literally, I want to go to Africa for 3 months. I want to go on a fact finding mission. Real talk. I literally want to go on a fact finding mission. I want to be funded. I want to have at least, I want to have the good budget so I could basically do whatever I need to do, make investments, open up accounts and things of that nature. But I want to go to the continent, only the countries that had a revolution last year. I don't want to go nowhere else. Please be clear. Shout out to Ghana. We'll start there, for some jollof rice. But I'm going only to the countries that kicked the French out. That's where I want to go. That's the only places I want to go where they got new leadership and they saying fuck the white man. That's where I want to go. I ain't trying to go nowhere in Africa that look like a fucking YouTube video. I'm good on that. You niggas is not never gonna see me nowhere in Africa that look like a fucking YouTube video where we got all of our queens walking around with peckerwoods on their arms and whatnot, looking lost as a motherfucker. I could stay in Brooklyn for that, in blended Brooklyn, before I go to the continent to see our Lupitas and whatnot running around with their snow kings. Yeah, Chef Aki, we see you. Salute to you. Salute to the goddess. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna go all the way to Africa to see some shit. You know what I mean? That I'm good. I don't want to see the fucking the King Leopold soap operas on the continent. Take me to the countries that kicked all of the French out, like last year. This playing Afro beats and them niggas is on a Burna Boy shit. Send me right there. That's where I want to go on a fact finding mission with $100,000 in bitcoins, right? With far away from the mixed queens. No, I'm just playing. That's for my Drake fans out there. You know what I'm talking about? I'm just using some humor on this Monday night. With all of the full-blooded goddesses, right? All you know what I mean? No more, you know what I'm saying? Take a break from the mixed queens and go to the continent for 3 months. Right? And just go. I want to go to all of the countries that have revolutionized their quote unquote their nations. I want to go with it. I want to go where it's freshly liberated. And I will go live every day. And we will talk business and power with the dignitaries that we come across. That's one of my goals. You know what I mean? That's one of my goals. You said Ganesha represents the moon? Okay. Shout out to Tap into Ganesha. I want to go to South America after that, right? Chef Aki is in Belize and whatnot. We cannot look away from South America, family. Let's not be xenophobic. Let's not fall into the traps of being short-minded and whatnot. We are global citizens. Say it with me. We are global citizens. We are global citizens. Fuck a visa and all of that fake shit that they be having us. No, we are global citizens. We travel the ocean. I'm a navigator. All 7 corners of this planet. That's where I be's at. So South America, Belize, Guyana, I'm talking about Panama, Colombia. I'm going to Colombia. Colombia stopped doing business with Is It Real. I want to go to Colombia for a month. You feel me? That's what my spirit is telling me. I don't know about everybody else. I can't. And when I'm speaking for me. I'm not speaking to try to convince nobody to go with me. I don't need company, my nigga. You know what I'm talking about? I'm just giving you a heads up to whereas if you don't see Brother Rich Phil in the States, I'm a new member of BRICS. You know what I'm talking about? I'm out there fucking with the BRICS countries. I'm good on this America shit right now. I promise you. I'm good on this USA shit right now. For the next 4 years, I'm good on it. I might come back and go fuck with my nigga Aristotle at the Legacy Center. You know what I'm talking about? Do a class or two there. But I'm kind of, I'm looking outside the USA right now. And it's not running either. For the record, I'm not skedaddling. I'm not trying to run from it. There's nothing to run from, and it ain't nothing to run to. I'm just moving around. You feel me? I'm moving around. You know what I mean? My spirit is like it's time to move around. This shit, move around, my nigga. Spread yourself around. Stop being so local. Stop being so accessible, and stop looking at this shit from America only. It is a global affair right now. Kendrick opened this shit the fuck up. You know what I mean? Kendrick opening shit the fuck up and whatnot. Remember, Black men especially more so, because y'all got to get in line. So don't ever tell a woman to get in line, or don't ever disrespect these women and try to make it seem like they out of line when you niggas know that y'all out of line. It was you first. It was you first. You're out of line. So what the fuck you expect them? They out of line because you out of line. You saw it this weekend with the battle. Like let's use these. Let's walk through the teaching lessons. I'm gonna walk through these teaching lessons about what we witnessed and whatnot. We at the 37-minute mark. We probably gonna be here for about an hour and a half, and then we out, right? So let's talk about what we saw this weekend. We are first of all, announcement. We are going to be reintroducing the 48 pillars of power, and we are reintroducing it and relaunching it because we are going to rewrite it from this battle's perspective that we saw take place. The minute we drop the book, everything that you saw in the battle is applying to the book. Facts, but I'm not going to let you tell it. I'm going to tell it. I imagine if I'm going to let somebody else tell my information. No, I'm going to tell it. I'm going to tell it. I don't gotta wait for nobody to tell it, nigga. I'll tell it. This was the 48 pillars of power in real time. Look how God is working on our face, on our side. This shit is magical. This shit is magical. I'm not. And once I say, I'm not saying, and it sucks that I even have to use these disclaimers. Like I'm not saying, but nah, nigga. I'm just saying. I was like, yo, 2024, the music is gonna go up this year. It's gonna be good music year. Make no mistake about it. 1994 and 2024 is going to match each other in terms of how the music feels. It's going to be a revolution in music. And I said that from the gate. And here we are. And here we are. Black men, you need a BBL for your image around the world. Black man, you need a BBL for your image and your likeness and your purpose and who the fuck you really are. What is your identity? What do you stand for? That's what you have to really begin to assess. That's what this battle was about. This music industry had a king. That king had a reign. And underneath that king's reign, that king's kingdom is going to carry out their behaviors, their customs, based off of how their king rules, based on how their king rules. So I'm going to be a little more, I'm going to break that down so we could be a little more understanding about what I mean. Drake has been running hip hop or popular music, right? Because they making a distinction and you're hearing it when you hear some of the media talking whatnot. This is popular culture. That's why you got white people talking about it. You got Indian people talking about it. I would never tell nobody from any nationality this is a black thing. You can't talk about it. It's cringeworthy when other races and nationalities talk about this and they don't have the nuances or the cultural references and they don't know what they're talking about. Similar to if I tried to talk about Peso Puma and what the musicians in Mexico is doing. I might think I know what's going on. I might think I know what the fuck Bad Bunny is talking about, but I only know the surface of what the fuck Bad Bunny is. Why is he so big? Why is he a phenomenon? I don't know. I only know from interpretation. Somebody that's knee deep in Mexican culture or Spanish music, they know more than me. So when they speak about it, they're going to talk about it. They might give it historical references to go all the way back to like the African Congo drum. Right? So society. So what we witnessed in this battle was Kendrick, right? So let me rewind. Drake coming from Canada, coming from the North, right? Ethnically, not racially. Shout out to everybody who is biracial, who shares two nations in their bosom. Salute to y'all, whether you are mixed with Chinese and African, Indian and African, Irish and African, Irish and Indian American, Italian, all of these mixtures. Shout out to all of y'all. What Drake is a different ethnicity than us. It's not a different race, it's a different ethnicity. He was in a bar mitzvah. He has pledged allegiance to a whole nother Messiah. He pledged allegiance to a whole nother his customs are different. He pledged allegiance to a group of people who are cosplaying another group of people, right? That's what he pledged allegiance to. I didn't do it. He did it. The same people that he pledged allegiance to happen to be the same people that run the banks, run the industry, run the numbers, run YouTube, run Google, run big tech, run big pharma, run everything. Those are the people that he pledged allegiance to. So that's who he is, the archetype. That's who, when they shoot at him, they're shooting at them. So we have to make that distinction for my ladies out there that be crying and whatnot when we not looking and you think that we attacking light-skinned niggas. No, y'all could still swirl. Have fun. Knock yourself out. Knock your fucking weave off if anything. I mean, it's not over. You know what I'm talking about? We did not dethrone the light skin fetish. We didn't stop that. Y'all still have, y'all could play in the snow. Y'all could roll around, with with these amalgamated niggas. You know what I'm talking about? Y'all still could show up with light skinned niggas. We did not pull the plug on these light skinned niggas. I don't want to hear that conversation. That is that's an irresponsible conversation. You know what I'm talking about? That is a childish conversation. All of that, oh, the light skinned niggas is back. No, that's childish. Let's stop that stupid shit. You know what I'm talking about? Let's stop that stupid shit. Don't let it go there. Don't let it venture and that's on a chitlin circuit. You know what I mean? That's monkey brain activity. Don't let it venture into a knuckle dragger conversation. Because it's not about colorism. It's not about that. Don't do that. Real talk, because it gets dangerous when we take it from it's in a lofty place. It's about ethnicity. There's a teacher moment. Do not lower the vibration or the frequency and make it about complexions, my nigga. Cause then I'll turn green like Bill Bixby, and you know, we're not gonna learn anything. It's just gonna be destruction. You know what I mean? Because that's a trigger, because that you know, that's some knuckle dragger shit. And I don't work this hard. I don't have these sleepless nights and whatnot. I'm not up here pushing myself to the limit for people to have a conversation with me about a nigga being light skinned versus a nigga being dark skinned. That's not science. And I'm not here to talk about nothing that don't have science attached to it. You feel me? I'll entertain niggas, but I'm not your entertainment. You dig? I'm not here for that. Take that conversation or take that FBA or all of that stuff that's not about what we about. We can't entertain that. Can't entertain that. So read this caption that the Black Zionist put up on this is for my YouTube people. And for my IG people, I'm gonna read it and whatnot. Right? What we're talking about with Drake is the ethnicity, not the color. Look, and I use this example. J. Cole has a white mother. Nobody is bothering J. Cole. Nobody's talking bad about J. Cole. Bob Marley has a white mother. Nobody's talking about Bob Marley. Nobody's questioning Bob Marley. Chaka Bars, he got a white mama. He was on Breakfast Club turning up today. Nobody's talking about Chaka Bars. Nobody's questioning anything about Chaka Bars. When you know who you are, what the fuck do we got to say about anything? If I'm with a bro, I don't give a fuck where his mama from. If that person is comfortable in their skin and they know who the fuck they are, and when they around me and my people, they act like us, then nigga, they're us. That's how that works where I'm from. We had Chinese niggas rolling with us in Flatbush. We had Trinidadians. We had Jamaicans. We had Haitians. We had Africans. We had Panamanians. We had Indian niggas that looked like the little nigga from Johnny Quest. Right? I come from a melting pot. I come from New York City. We around Puerto Ricans. They get busy, bro. Are you fucking dumb? They get busy. We don't see them as opposite of us. We not on. I didn't grow up in New York City and I never heard the word FBA, nigga. Nobody was talking like that. The fuck? When it was time to ride, nobody was like, yo, where's your mother from? Nobody talked like that. The fuck you talking about? Yeah, the nigga Quest from Johnny Quest. Don't give a fuck what your dad or your mother was. When you get around us, nigga, are you like us or you like them? You not like us? Then you them. Always us, never them. If a nigga say, what up, Red? Always us, never them, nigga. Fuck you talking. Always us, never them. Hey, he's the one that started that. They not like us. They not like us. There's two people on this planet. It's niggas like us and niggas not like us. Why are we making this complicated? The fuck? It's niggas like us and it's niggas not like us. And you come around and the day that you start acting not like us, nigga, you're not like us. I don't give a fuck where your mama was from. I'm not on that dumbass shit. Nigga. At the top, it's just us. It's always been that. The fuck? Either you like us or you not like us. And 9 times out of 10, the people who Drake come from, they not like us. They not like us. You niggas have a history of code switching and switching up around them. You know that they not like us. Because if they was like us, you wouldn't have to code switch when they come around. You know? They see us, but they not like us. So when it was determined and it was established that ADL no, I can't. The nigga said ADL Drizzy. No. Who's Eric Ford? Bro, send me your information, my nigga. Send me your Cash App, B. Send me your Cash App, Eric. This nigga's cooking. ADL Drizzy. Oh nah, you went in with you went stupid with that. Are you dumb? Yo, that's crazy. This nigga body that. Yo, that's crazy. I'm going to the studio tonight. ADL Drizzy. Oh man. Bomb. So y'all gotta understand what's taking place. This shit is niggas playing games out in these streets, bro. We not playing no games. We not playing. This shit is not a game. Yo, the stakes is fucking high, bro. We didn't even do roll call. Let's do roll call, man. I'm acting a fool right now. Let's do roll call. Let's see who's in the building, man. This is a commercial break. Let's do roll. Let's get this shit. Let's get this shit. Let's do roll call, man. The building is lit. Let's charge this shit up. No sound effects. We the sound effects tonight. You know what I'm talking about? We the sound effects. They said Drake is banned from Dollar General. That's the first the first no flight zone for Drake is Dollar General. We got Long Beach up in this bitch. Look, the whole time we had Bronx in here. We got B-More, London Town. All right, we got Montgomery, Alabama, and whatnot. You know what I'm talking about? Drake is right there with us. The Black Zionists. We got Drizzy in the building. Shout out to the Black Zionists. We got the 69 God in here. Miami Beach. We got Milwaukee up in this biatch. All right, we got DMV up in. Memphis is here. Detroit, what up, though? Detroit, what up, though? All right, Georgia, what up, though? East Africa, Bria. San Jose, the culture is here. Charlotte is in the building. You dig? Orlando is here. Inglewood is home. I see you, LA. I see you, New Brunswick. I see you, Inglewood. You know what I'm talking about? I see you, Honolulu, Minnesota. All right, San Fran. Shout out to 7 Mile, Detroit. All right, we got Los Angeles in the building. Shout out to Los Angeles. We got South Bronx up in this bitch. You feel me? We got Arkansas. We got Oakland. Bastards at a party. Harlem, Pennsylvania. All right. Ghana's up in here. We got Ghana. We got Detroit, Phoenix, and Harlem. I see you, man. I'm feeling y'all right now. I'm feeling the family is tapping in. And this ain't that fake ass tap in with somebody trying to put pressure on you. This ain't that. This is black love right here. This is the opposite of what they be telling niggas to do by tapping in. This is that real tapping in. We are connecting the dots. We are forming Voltron. We waking the grid up right now. Texas, DFW, Dallas, Fort Worth, Indianapolis, all right, Sunset Boulevard. You know what I'm talking about? Yes, Tennessee. I see you. Yay. I need somebody to do that. I need y'all to do that. They not like us. I need niggas to get hyphy with me. Nevada's up in here. Northwest is up in here. Yay. You know what I'm talking about? I need y'all to get on y'all shit like yay, like the West Side Connection Do that dance that they be doing where they be jumping around, that West Side shit, that crip walking and niggas start hopping around. I need that warrior dance. I'm gonna play the Kendrick song before the night is out. I might send out the link. Somebody could go live and just start, do the dance, turn up. You feel me? We need y'all to turn up. This is a celebration. They said they want a club song. We gave them one. They not like us. They not like us. These niggas like to dance so much in the culture. These happy feet, all of these happy feet ass niggas, they was complaining because they all they want to do is prance and dance in the mirror. Well, we gave them a song to dance to. Go ahead, happy feet. Make it a dance. It's the summertime, ain't it? And I'm not mad at the niggas that like to dance. Niggas got happy feet. Let them dance. Feed them cake. Feed them cake. Now they could crip walk to this shit. You know what I'm talking about? Keep it in the motherfucking club though, nephew. Keep it cute, nephew. You know what I'm talking about, nephew? Don't make it violent. And I'm glad that Kendrick was able to kill the nigga. I'm glad that Kendrick was able to kill Drake before he made a gangbanger. It's a club banger, but it's a gangbanger too. They Not Like Us is a gangbanger. What does that mean? What I mean is he made a banger for the gangs. Please be clear. He made a banger for the gangs. But Whack 100 and these whack niggas are try to take credit like, yeah, we killed Drake. No, that song was the victory song after they killed. You know when you spin the block and they took, you know when they said that in Brooklyn, the niggas spun the block and then they took them to Brooklyn Steakhouse or the Brooklyn Chop House, the Brooklyn the Brooklyn chop shop, the chop house to get the steaks, right? You catch a body and then you go and have a steak dinner. That's the equivalent of what Kendrick did with that song. Nigga, that's the celebration song after you win the finals. If the Lakers won the finals, They Not Like Us is the victory song. That is a gang banger. That is a banger for the gangs. Them niggas are gonna ride to that. They're gonna bang on that. And if they playing that and you niggas throw up a OVO, it's gonna be some fights in the club fucking around because the gangs are involved right now. So remember I said that. So we don't want no blood spilled in this conflict because that's when it'll really become corny and whatnot. We don't want it to be corny. All right. So for all of my Instagram people, come and tap in on YouTube. This live is about to end. I'm on YouTube at Know the Ledger 44. Know the Ledger 44. Come over there if you want to continue rocking with us. We're gonna go about 30 more minutes and whatnot over on this YouTube. But thank you all of y'all for pulling up. We had some special announcements that we had to make, but we'll do it tomorrow. We'll go live tomorrow and whatnot. Salute to all of my IG. So yeah. So they're saying that the battle is over. They're saying that the battle is over. Rolling Stones, right? Which is, I don't like Rolling Stones. I think that, some of these old publications, they're biased in their but they said Kendrick won. Rolling Stones declared Kendrick the winner. Multiple polls online are declaring K. Dot the winner. They've added up all of these stats and everything, and at the end of the day, it's undeniable that the boy, he fought back, but he just couldn't keep up, and he's dead. You dig? And now he's getting jumped. He's getting jumped by BBL Drizzy. BBL Drizzy. Every minute a new song gets uploaded, and all these niggas is dissing Drake. BBL Drizzy. BBL Drizzy. And I'm coming with the remix, ADL Drizzy. You know what I'm talking about? Y'all stay tuned for that one. ADL Drizzy is coming up. Maybe I might have that for you in the morning. Y'all send a Cash App though. Show love. You know what I'm talking about? You know what I mean? Feed this machine. This machine right here. Feed the pump. You know what I'm talking about? Fill the pump up. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, let's do Japan next.
BBL.
That shit fucked me up. Yeah, I guess she didn't say that, but I guess her shit wasn't really about saying nothing. It was just about like a little, she a little something a little different. She was like, okay, 6.5. It's looking like 6.5. All right, come on. 6.5. We're going to Japan. I don't know who did that, who that was. I don't know exactly who that was in Japan, but
I got a link.
Yeah, that shit was straight.
This nigga got the best of all the BBL Drizzy songs.
Find it, though.
It's like 20 of them shits. Every minute, a new song gets uploaded, and they dissing Drake.
Come on. When was the last time I took a road trip? How many national parks could I hit in 2 weeks? What about hotel? This nigga is a walking jack. The whole world is joining in on dissing Drake. This is unparalleled. Run it back. Run it back. You sure this Korean? He said Ima Tomodachi. Ima is like now in Japanese, and Tomodachi is friend in Japanese. And I heard him say those two words. Yeah. Okay, chat. What is somebody? Or Lil Ruther said, "Ain't no way New Ho King fired back." Niggas had this New Ho King. That's racist as hell. You ain't shit for that. You ain't shit, bro. All right, what we doing? 7 through 10. Like I said, New Ho King. 7 through 10. 7 through 10 on the poll. All right, come on. I'm just gonna put. I don't know nobody's name exactly. I'm just gonna put. All right. And we're gonna do the deep dive today too, chat. 7, 8. Come on. 9, 10. Go ahead. Vote up. I mainly seen 7 through 10s. I feel like this shit getting good votes though. Or it look like 7 taking over. I personally, yeah. Even it's not even because I don't understand the word. I think it's good. I think it's actually really good. The flow of y'all ever seen the flow that Indian dude that was going crazy? We can't tell what he's saying, but the motherfucker was just flowing like a motherfucker. His flow just wasn't that crazy as dude, but it was good though. 8. Chat is looking like 8 on both of the streams. I'll show y'all. This on Twitch right here. It's looking like 8 on both of the streams. Arter, yeah, we voting on flow. We voting on flow. This is 8. Yeah, it's an 8, chat. It's an 8. All right. We'll do a couple more, bro. Dandy Leon said, "Would I miss Rob T?" Bro, it's been a lot. Kendrick just dropped again? Say you swear to God. Your name is Soul Slurper, so I don't know if you fucking cap. Chat. Hold up. see it. Where's that? Is it on YouTube? Where's that? Where's that? Where's that? Where's that?
Drizzy.
You gotta be lying, nigga.
Yeah. Shit crazy. So yeah, I'll be making my version of BBL Drizzy for the motherfucking challenge. You know what I mean? Very, very soon. But there's so many lessons to be gleaned and whatnot to walk away with. Many, many, many teacher moments this weekend. Many, many teacher moments. I'm not even gonna entertain any type of, people are gonna have their thought pieces. People are gonna have their dissertations. People are gonna talk crazy about people like me who are talking about this. But I want to just say this for the record, you know what I mean? For anybody in the back that's listening, me and Blue Pill, we've been teaching about hip hop, in this community and standing on what we've been teaching about since 2009. Actually doing lectures since '09, but being on, the front line since 2005. And you know, instead of giving us any type of because people don't know. They catch they find you on YouTube. They think that you like everybody on YouTube. They don't know what the fuck your backstory is. They don't know your history. They think they throw you in the box with everybody else and think you one of these Johnny come latelys, not realizing you started this shit. So at the end of the day, I'm gonna have to show receipts and I'm gonna have to establish me and my brothers our authority, and we're gonna use this Drake situation as one of the proof of works, right? One of the proof of works, right? One of the proof of works. Because at this point, you got to show people proof of work. I don't got to talk about it, because if you got to say something, right? This battle showed you this. If you got to say something, then it ain't really what it is. If you really who you say you are, stand on it and prove it. Don't be afraid. Don't be intimidated. You know what I'm talking about? And definitely don't be so arrogant to think that you are above reproach, right? Don't fall into that type of BBL Drizzy mind state where you like, oh, he's still acting like he's too big for Kendrick. You're not too big for Kendrick. You're not too big for Kendrick. You lying to yourself. You're not too big for Kendrick. Kendrick might be bigger than you, damn near. You know what I'm talking about? Okay, so people from the blog talk era, right? So you already know how far back this shit go. You dig? So I'm literally staring at Nebuchadnezzar because I'm watching seeds that we planted way back in the days before some niggas was even born and whatnot. I'm watching these seeds germinate and grow into blossoming into trees that are bearing fruit. What a fucking time to be alive and whatnot. What a fucking time to be aligned and whatnot. I take this shit personal. So if somebody is like, damn, Red, you going hard and whatnot, pause. I'm like, shit, you just don't know me. You niggas don't know her. You not familiar with 125th Street Red. You not familiar with Brother Longwind and whatnot. You not familiar with what we was outside doing and whatnot. You know? This is we've been waiting for this day right here. We've been waiting for this day. You know what I'm talking about? We kind of been waiting for this day. So the day is here, and we're gonna stand on the information and we're gonna keep pushing it because we gotta control the narrative. I'll be damned if I let DJ Academics control the narrative. I'll be damned if I let Kai Sinet control the narrative. I'll be damned if I let Elliot Wilson control the narrative. I'll be damned if I let Adam 22 or Vlad control the narrative. Who sees the public backlash that Vlad is receiving right now, all of the fucking small hats are going down, 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 down. Right? Who sees that Vladimir, he's getting his motherfucking his well received medicine, right? His chin check. He's getting his chin check, right? He's getting what he deserve. He called his hands called for that, right? His hands called for that. They trying to cut his hand off. They the backlash, like I said, in warfare. Warfare is like think it's like a video game. If you can identify the head of the snake and start hitting the head of the snake, you are going to drop the body. The fact that Drake is under attack is the fact that Vlad is under attack, is the fact that the Ukraine is under attack, is the fact that Israel is under attack, right? Look at what's about to happen to Israel. I'm gonna show you in a minute, but let's look at what's happening to Vlad. Do not separate what you see from what's going on as above, so below, right? So many people don't know, but they're finding out every other day that Vlad is a male Karen, right? He is not just a male Karen, he's a condescending, he's the police. He is a special agent. He is a special agent doing things, you know, with special people. He's for special people. He's for the special segment, the special group. No disrespect to them. You know, we show love to the short buses. But that's who he's for. He's for the special niggas. That's why him and Boozy are so tight. And Lord Jamal was a little too much for the special niggas. They was attracted to Lord Jamal because he was on that soap opera called Oz. Special niggas like shit like that, where they watch niggas in jail with Adabisi and all of that. That's a special nigga reality show. You know what I mean? So that's why he goes viral, because there's so many special niggas on the internet that it's not hard to go viral when you find out the demographics. He's for the short bus of all backgrounds, right? Because people tap into Vlad from everywhere. Vladimir happens to be from the same place that he's from the same place that the people that in Israel are from, right? I think he's Ukrainian or Russian, right? But his bloodline, his people, his ethnicity, he's not white, right? First of all, white is a status. Let's just be clear. White is not a race. White is a status. There's no such thing as white, right? This paper is white, and I don't know anybody this color. You know what I'm talking about? If I do know somebody that color, I see dead people, right? So the white is a status. It's a status. They just made Jews white recently. They just made the Irish white recently. They just got their papers to say you white. Italians just became white recently. This is a brand new phenomenon, and they were not white prior to that. Do your research and you'll find that, right? So Vlad is not white. Vlad is of the Jewish faith. His ethnicity is Jewish. So is Vlad. So is Adam 22. So is Peter Wurzenberg, and so is young boy Aubrey Graham. So here he goes trying to police the sister who told him when he tried to be a part of a conversation about the battle. She was like, "Yo, this is a black folk affair." After he weighed in on the Kendrick and Drake beef. Now, this is what I would have to say about that statement. That's not a black people's beef. And by saying that to a person like Vlad, who knows ethnicity wise, he doesn't see Drake as black. It's impossible. He would be lying to himself, and he would also be in error. He would be reprimanded by his rabbi. He would be reprimanded by you know. The cash app is right there. It's Richfield 44. Richfield 44, Kwame. uh, so Vlad is he's like, how the hell you gonna I could talk about Drake because Drake is one of my own. He probably is like, bitch, you can't claim Drake. He's not black. He's fucking Jewish. He pledges allegiance to us. He's underneath our control. He benefited off of our moves. So now you got Jews and blacks fighting over this man, right? And theoretically speaking, he cannot be black because he pledged allegiance to this ethnicity where they don't deal with skin color. They're not about skin color. They look at people that talk about their skin color and they're like, these are goyim. These are the bottom of the bottom of the bottom because they're not even worth living because their identity they're like ox, they're like farm animals. They're like these people are expendable, right? Because they said that they're a color. What the hell is a color? What is their blood? What royal family are they connected to? What is their historic ties to the land? What the hell? They looking confused like, wait, what? These niggas said that they're a color? Oh no, kill them all. Or let's tax them. Let's insure these beasts of burden. Put an insurance on these beasts. Let's tax them for everything, and let's make bonds out of their children. Let's make bonds out of everything that they do. Let's bond. Let's make sure we make securities and bonds and just make mad money on these people. But these are ox. These are like field animals. They're fucking colors. What? Nigga, we're Jews. We're the chosen people. We have customs. We wear certain things. We practice the Sabbath. We eat a certain type of way. We pray a certain type of way. We even have sex a certain type of way. We read a certain type of books. If you're not rocking with us, you are op. You fool. That's how they look at us. If I'm lying, I'm flying. You know? If I'm lying, I'm flying. So when the sister said, you can't talk about Drake, instead of him saying, you know what, sis, you got this. You know what? It's all good. Y'all got me fucked up because Drake is not even one of y'all, but you got me fucked up, but whatever. Instead of him just saying that, he said, oh, what do you mean? You're trying to keep me. He said, well, he went right into Karen mode, right? Immediately into Karen mode. He said, don't try to change your words now. I'll be reaching out to Princeton about this on Monday, right? She's a professor at Princeton. So he said he's going to contact her people at Princeton. Good luck being a professor at Princeton. I doubt the university supports their faculty telling non-black students to shut the fuck up about anything hip hop related because of their skin color. It's called permanent record. Every university has one. I went to Berkeley myself. People spew ignorant and bigoted comments at publicity and then act like they're getting bullied when they get a response. Typical victim mentality. Go ahead and take that Princeton out of your profile, sweetie. You just admitted it's not even true anymore. LOL. Right? Being a fucking Karen. Right? Being a fucking Karen. Right? Drake is looking more and more like an Israeli colonizer and cultural appropriator, right? So if y'all don't know, you're gonna learn one day. It ain't for me to teach people, to be honest with you, because I don't think people listen. That's just my pet peeve. I don't think people listen. They don't take shit like this serious. Because if they did, they would support more. They would be more supportive of what we're doing, and it would just show. So I just think that a lot of people don't take it serious. They take it for entertainment, but they are finding out in so many ways that they've been surrounded by uh spirit cookers, demons, kidnappers, cannibals, pedophiles, rapists, human traffickers, slavers, traders, and everything under the sun the whole time, and was sleeping with them, and was fornicating with them, and was signing over your heirlooms to them. You was giving your daughters and your sons to them. You was letting them stick all kind of needles in you. You was trusting them with your as your OBGYN. You was letting them, all in all type of sacred spaces. You let them know all type of secrets about your family and your finances. You trust these people. They all the same people. You trust these people with all of these things. You deserve everything that's happening to you at this point in the game. You've been warned. You wanted to ignore Farrakhan because you arrogant and you think you know more than what we don't. So you learn every single time. Shout out to all of the polite New Covenant followers out there. You know what I'm talking about? Y'all learn the hard way. So it is what it is. You know what I'm talking about? But we're not gonna let that stop us from putting the information out there. But I would be fake if I was not to express my disdain with the quote unquote student body who do not support and they don't show any type of appreciation or adherence to this high level of information that you can't find anywhere else. And then people be wanting to talk to me about what Cat Williams said, but nobody want to talk to Cat Williams about what we said. You know what I mean? People want to talk to me about what Kendrick said, but nobody ever reached out to Kendrick to tell him about what we said. You know what I mean? Kendrick theoretically, no disrespect, but he should be talking about us before we talking about him. You know what I'm talking about? Because all of the shit that he's saying, he's catching up to what's being said. This to what's been said damn near a decade ago. And to our people, if that's not worth anything, that means that we're not worth anything. And and that's a very uncomfortable disposition to sit in front of people every day when you risk your time and you risk your energy and you could be doing a lot of other things which because I'm lit in real life, like I'm super lit, and my family, I got children that love me and I got women that love me and whatnot. So every time I get in front of this computer, I'm taking time away from quality time. I'm taking time away from self-development. I'm taking time away from my research. I'm taking time away from creativity. I'm taking real time away, and my time is money, and y'all don't respect that. And I expect you 15 years later to at least expect it, but y'all don't. You know what I mean? And it is what it is. I would be a liar if I said that the people did. You know, and I just think that people think that we're here to entertain, and y'all got me completely fucked up. You know what I'm saying? 100,000%. Y'all got me fucked up because I love myself too much to be out here dancing in front of people who just sit around and and don't show no type of love. You feel me? That's not what I'm here for. So I'm gonna be, limiting my I'm gonna limit my energy, and I'm gonna limit what I'm doing on these free platforms because they don't serve me any type of purpose whatsoever. You know what I mean? And you know, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? The information is already out there. To be honest with you, what needs to be said has already been said. What needs to be said has already been said. You really don't need nothing more else. To be honest with you, like at this point, it's literally overkill. Like, what the fuck do we need 100 more shows to talk about? What is 100 more shows on the internet? Because that's what you're gonna get in the next 30 days collectively from, it's just content overload, but nobody is talking about nothing anymore. It's just a bunch of recycled, uh watered down, proverbial banter. It's a lot of banter. There's channels that I used to work with that they had content. I'm going through my archives because we putting together a streaming channel. I'm going through some of my archives and watching videos from 2014 and 15 and 16 from New York City and Harlem. There's channels that I used to work with. The videos and the level of information that they were putting out were the highest level of information that was out at that time. I'm talking about Pulitzer Prize winning information. I look at those channels now, and those channels are giving out. If that was a 10, they're giving out a 2, or what is considered to be level 2 information right now. They was on level 9 and level 10. Now they're on level 2. 2. Shit crazy. That's how far shit has fallen. Things have fallen very far. So I don't even think the collective is getting the majority. Yeah, the collective is not even getting real information. They're not even getting real information. You said it's a pan gimmick. I miss Panic, bro. I really do. And we moving so fast that I didn't even get a chance to really sit down and mourn that brother, bro. I haven't mourned him, and I haven't accepted the fact that he's not even here anymore. But like, I miss Panic, you know what I mean? I miss Panic's energy. I miss Panic's adversarial stance that he was an antagonist. I miss Panic, you know what I mean? I really do. I miss a lot of the teachers that are not here. Like, I'm beginning to feel the void of Dr. Africa not being here. I'm beginning to feel the void of Panic not being here. Of a lot of people, yo. It's people that y'all don't know, and it's people that y'all do know. Those known and unknown. But I'm beginning to feel the loss of these people, you know. And then once again, I'm reminded that the people don't give a fuck about us. They don't care. They give a fuck. They do not care. You know what I'm saying? And it's a sad state. It's a state of affairs because it's like you can't even celebrate life with people who don't give a fuck about you. Like, I can't even really show real love because niggas don't show no love. They don't show real love to me. So how the fuck you gonna show love to them? How you want me to show love if the love is not being shown? So it's like it's like there's still a barrier in the place of still a barrier. It's still niggas still gotta break through and convince thousands of people to trust you after 15 to 20 years. And it'd be like, are y'all telling me something that I need? Like, should I check myself? Like, is there something that I should be looking at? Because it's been 20 years and niggas still have to prove to people every day to trust the fact that they are giving them life changing information that they cannot. You can't tell me that you getting shit like this on TikTok. I refuse. I refuse. We just might not have the same algorithm because I don't see it on TikTok. But you know, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? They not like us, like it's been stated. Everything that needs to be said by Kendrick hasn't been said yet. He has more. It hasn't been said. He got an album coming. You know, the best song out of the whole collection to me is Euphoria. When I go back and listen to all the songs, Euphoria is aging uh, better over time. You know, I want to bring that energy to Atlanta. I'm thinking about coming outside in Atlanta and bringing that energy to Atlanta. You know, because I want to get outside myself. Just sitting in front of the computer. I'm a people person. You know what I mean? Like this shit is cute, but it ain't what's that's not me. Like, you know, I'm an outside type of person. I want to pull on the energy of the trees and the air and the outside and the electromagnetic field. That's what Harlem was. So there's some places out here in Atlanta that we could tap into the energy and create some powerful content. So you know, we're seeing we're contemplating it. But like I said, you know, that's asking a lot. You know, that's asking a lot. You know, shit, it gotta be worth it. It gotta be worth it. You want to hear more from Kenny? Yeah, he's coming with some more. You know it ain't over, bro. You know it ain't over, bro. Kung Fu Kenny is coming through with that kung fu. You know it ain't over. So just prepare. It's time for him to turn it up and start talking about the false religions. Because you got to remember the genius in Kenny. When he called him a degenerate, he was calling all of them a degenerate. When he called him a PDF, he was calling all of them a PDF file, right? When he was calling him a conniver and a deceiver, he was calling all of them a conniver and a deceiver. Kenny is taking shots at his whole ethnicity group, right? By not, he's not saying their name. He's using Drake as the pinata. He's using Drake as the target because Drake theoretically is their archetype in the industry right now. He's their golden boy. He's their quote unquote chosen one. He's their messiah. It's him. He's the perfect one. He is Sam Worthington on Avatar. What I mean by that, same thing as Jimmy Brooks. He was in a wheelchair. They were able to put Sam Worthington into the body of the Navi, right? Who came amongst the Navi people and they were able to infiltrate because they put the soul of Sam Worthington into a fake persona, a fake avatar, a fake person, right? Who was almost like a Trojan horse who went amongst the Navi, but he wasn't there, quote unquote, of them. He was a poser slash imposter. That is the best analogy that I could utilize when we're talking about Aubrey Graham. We're going to go further in that next Sunday for American Gods, class number 2. And shout out to all of my KTLians who was in the building last night for class number 1. If you are one of my Patreons, and I see people upgrading on Patreon tonight, as a matter of fact, while we were on the show, I've seen some emails come through. Shout out to all of my new Patreons. Y'all will have access to everything retroactively, all of the classes that we've done. They're all inside of collections on the page. Matter of fact, I'll go and take a trip to the Patreon in a minute so we could check it out. But we did a class last night. It was powerful, and it was dealing with the quote unquote um we were talking about American Gods number 8. Gods at War. That was the subtitle, Gods at War, because the gods are at war. Okay, the gods are definitely at war, and it was dope. It was dope. You know what I mean? It was dope. We got into it. You feel me? And we're gonna keep building, and we're gonna keep diving, keep taking that deep dive. You dig? And we're gonna teach the people because the people want to be taught. That's a beautiful thing. People want to be taught. So coming up next Sunday, we're gonna be talking about. We're gonna show the whole correspondence of Drake being this quote unquote clone or this implant, this industry plant, right? But him being the first AI. Who remembers the Sprite commercial where they showed he had a Sprite commercial in 2010, Drake, and he turned into AI. He was a machine. Who remembers that? Right? It was like he was a fucking humanoid or something. Who remembers the Sprite commercial with AI Drake? Right? We're gonna show all of that. We're gonna show you the avatar connection with Drake and how this nigga's he's more than just an industry plant. You know, we're gonna show ADL Drake. You dig? He's a clone. He is like he's being exposed. He's being taken apart. He's being dissected by Kung Fu Kenny, right? Layer by layer. We didn't even arrive to the layer of his ethnicity. He said he had a fake religion. Kendrick said that. He told him that you lied about religion, lied about your religion, right? So he hasn't even started digging into that bag. He hasn't even started digging into that bag. Imagine what's going to take place. But like I said, when he said you lied about religion, imagine you being a Jewish American Zionist kid, right? And all you've been listening, Drake is your favorite guy, and you got swag. You moving around trying to bag black chicks like you what's that boy name? Like you uh Jack Harlow. You running around trying to riz black girls like your ass is Jack Harlow or something. Talk about I'm vanilla, baby. Right? You got the nigga who out there piping Taylor Swift. You got that haircut like the white boy. Fuck it, you $1 million baby. You know what I mean? You on your white boy shit. You $1 million baby, right? You got the white fade and everything. Imagine listening to Kendrick Lamar tear down Drake. You got white fragility. You taking that personal. You taking that personal. You like, damn, that nigga's attacking me. And he talking to Drake, but all of the white boys is feeling it right now. And I'm not even talking about regular white boy, not frat boys, not the wasp, the white boys that are small hats, right? Vlad and them niggas. Adam 22 felt every single diss. Adam 22 felt every single diss, and so did Vlad, right? These publications, they don't want to declare homie the winner because that is not the plan. That's not the plan. They're going against their quote unquote orders. They're going against the orders and whatnot. They were told you gotta ride with Aubrey beyond all measures, beyond any reasonable doubt. They're saying you got to ride with the boy because the boy is their cash cow. The boy is was keeping not just the music industry, the boy is keeping mad industries eating and whatnot. Him, Taylor Swift, and a few other those people, that's who they're using to basically eat off of the whole industry. They're the cash cows that are feeding mad different energy industries, right? He's too big to fail. He's too big to fail. But check this out. Remember, they are reluctant. to give this Hebrew Israelite the win over a Zionist. They don't want to admit defeat, but it is May the 6th. They can't hold it back. They can't hold it back. All of them are not going to report it, but at least one of them had to say something. So the Rolling Stones was the first one to pop out and basically say, you know what? We can't wait. We can't keep holding them back. We waited for Drake. He dropped. We thought it was going to do the job and whatnot. God damn it. Public sentiment is saying that he didn't do enough. So we got to declare this guy the winner. They don't want to do that because once they declare Rolling Stones theoretically is the industry's top, one of the top magazines of the industry, is the Vogue of music. Got to remember, it is the standard, right? Like the Wall Street Journal and the New York Times is the standard. Rolling Stones is the standard in music journalism. So it doesn't matter if fucking Hip Hop DX or XXL or goddamn Adam 22 No Jumper says that Drake won. They don't have the same type of sway that Rolling Stones has. They said Kendrick disses simply hit harder than Drake's, right? So they gave him the crown, right? Now, the $1 million question is, you said, why would they say that he won? Because they can't say that he lost. They want to say that he lost, but they said they can't, they will lose their credibility. Remember, it's credibility over everything, right? It's credibility over everything. So they have certain reputations to uphold. It's bad enough that nobody fucks with the old media and they're watching streamers and whatnot and DJ academics. They're not even reading the words of these old publications. They don't have the same weight that they had 15 years ago. However, they still have to maintain some type of integrity. And if their integrity is thrown away and questioned and they lose that small iota of integrity that they have, then they have nothing to stand on. They got wobbly legs and whatnot. So to save face, they have to give this nigga the one. They got to give him the W. They got to give him the W. They got to swallow their pride and they got to give him the W. Right? DJ Academics had a super meltdown. He is the most moistest, one of the most moistest fanboys. He's a dangerous fanboy. He's a dangerous fanboy. He's not a regular stan and whatnot. He is a dangerous stan. He is a stan. He's one of the stans that killed Serena. He's of the type of stan pedigree that turned around and killed Serena or Selena. I'm sorry, Selena, right? An obsessive stan who will wind up killing you because they're so obsessed with you. They fetish you. He fetishes Drake. He said on a live that he never met Drake in real life. He's so obsessed with Drake. He said he don't want to meet him in real life. What does that tell you? You said vulture or culture decides. What you mean by that? Because as you can see clearly, this is vulture culture, right? The vultures are coming for Drake. That's all of those BBL Drizzy. That's the vultures coming to pick at the carcass. That's the vultures coming to pick at the carcass, right? So we got Cameron and May said that Kendrick won. They came to work and chose violence. Somebody had a tour.
Urban Legend 11, you know what it is, bro? Let's talk about it. Now, Cameron and Mace have changed their tune on the Kendrick Lamar versus Drake beef. They're now saying, after saying that Kendrick was being trashed by Drake, You know, now they're saying that Kendrick Lamar has officially won. In the beginning of this beef, when Euphoria came out, Cameron and May said that they didn't like it. It was too long. The song, they just didn't like it for whatever reason. I'm gonna let you guys hear that from them. Check this out.
I was listening to Euphoria today, maybe put on the cranes too. How you felt about that? Oh man, it was interesting. It was interesting. Did you like it? I thought it was cool. Who's winning? How about that? That's a better question. Who's winning the battle to you right now? Oh man, Drake is definitely winning from an MC standpoint. You know, it took a while for us to get the record from Kendrick, and when you wait a while, it gotta be like out of this world. I think if Kendrick dropped this record right after dropping "Give Me 50," it would have been crazy. Would have like immediate, not waiting. If it was immediate, then it would have been crazy. But we waited. Been a couple weeks. Been a few weeks. Yeah, to get this pause. I don't know, man. What do you think? I think Drake is winning. Euphoria didn't really it didn't really move me. I'm not saying that because you know why I'm expecting lyrics from Kendrick Lamar. It isn't like I'm not saying he's a lyricist, so you're expecting certain things. And song was kind of long, took too long to came out. Pause. And I'm not saying it's bad. I'm just if you actually it was a good record. It was a good record, but it was a good record that we waited a while for. We didn't wait a while for a good record.
All right, so there you guys have it. Now, that's what they said in the beginning of it. But I think it's hypocritical to say some of those things because you guys didn't have a problem with Drake putting out an 8-minute song. Kendrick put out a 6-minute song. Drake put out an 8-minute song, and everybody was cool with it. Nobody said that one was too long. I think in the beginning of it, they probably thought that Drake was going to win, and everybody wants to be on the right side of history. So they tried to hurry up and say, you know, we on Drake's side, and this Kendrick joint is trash, and blah, 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 blah. Now they're changing their tune, bro. And we have the video right here of them saying that now they believe that Kendrick Lamar is the winner of this beef.
Well, who do you think won? The battle? Yeah. Right now, man, I'm going to be honest. Kendrick, I don't like what Drake dropped last night because it wasn't bad, but I don't like the way it ended. He seemed like this is the last one I'm doing. Like, can't end it when you just want to end it. You know, yo, man, it's all... I'm tired of doing this, that, and the third. And I just think that you shouldn't have ended it like that. You just got to keep going. That's just my opinion right now. I'm not saying Drake ain't my bro or nothing, but I don't like the way he ended it, if that's the end for him, me personally. So I'm going to go with Kendrick right now. Yeah, I'm going with Kendrick as well. It seemed like whatever he started out doing, he picked up the speed, pause, and really did what he was supposed to do. I thought the record that he did, the last one that he did, was the one I thought he should have done a little bit earlier. But, you know.
Meet the Grams or the other one?
The Meet the Grams, I would have started with Meet the Grams, and then I would have went into, Not Like That. Oh, what's the name of the record?
Exact name.
Not Like Us.
Not Like Us, yeah.
That was crazy. When I heard that, I was like, oh, yeah, it's going to be tough. Who you think won?
So there you guys have it, man. That's what Cameron and Mace have to say about the situation. I respect them coming to their senses and saying, you know what? Despite Cameron saying Drake is my bro, Drake is still my bro, which means you had a bias from the beginning. Despite him saying that, and everybody has a bias in some form or fashion. Everybody has an opinion, and your opinion makes you biased in some way, right? You bias to your opinion, if nothing else. So I don't have a problem with somebody having an opinion or having a bias, but admit it. You know what I mean? Admit you have a bias, bro. So, and I'm cool with that. And you can still have an objective.
So remember, Drake is attached to Dipset through Lil Wayne. Gilly is attached to Drake through Lil Wayne, right? And through the Cash Money thing. There's a lot of relationships in this industry. Over the last 10 years, Drake has been running it. Kendrick has been a great artist, but he wasn't running it. The Drake stimulus package has been putting a lot of money in bloggers' pockets. It's been putting a lot of money in the labels' pockets. It's been putting a lot of money in Atlanta because he's been coming and spending a lot of money in Atlanta. And, But when the little babies of Atlanta, when the futures of Atlanta, when the two chains, when he came and gave them the Drake stimulus package, what did Drake get in return? See, people got to talk about what did Drake earn in return. He got access to our women. He got access to what they call as a street cred pass. And people don't think that street cred pass, that street cred is better than a goddamn black card. That face card pass and that street cred pass, that's good for your ego. It helps you to be more confident walking through this world if you know that your face is good in the hood. He gave these artists like Little Dirk, he bought them out of, he really gave them reparations. The Drake stimulus package on some sassy, aggressive shit, the way that he sees it, he took these niggas out of poverty and he basically sprinkled them niggas a stimulus package that was reparations every time he showed up in Atlanta to help these niggas get out of these pissy mattresses. That was what he was doing for the motherfucking help. Because that's how I'm just saying, that's how small hats look at things. Just hang out with one or two and you'll find out. So for Drake, he's like fair exchange, no robbery. I gave you these singles. You gave me access to your women. You gave me access to the strip clubs. You gave me access to the quote unquote hearts and minds of your followers, or you know what I mean, your flock and whatnot. That's the trade-off. You know, that is the trade-off. That's what Drake is trading off. And certain people are trying to cut that supply chain and saying no more, right? But if he was into little girls and whatnot, he would be getting them from Atlanta. You know, if he would, if he was giving niggas verses and whatnot, and they was like, "Yo, bring Shorty to the studio that Drake want," the little 17-year-old, and knowing how niggas move, they would let him. They would let him beat. They wouldn't stop that. They wouldn't. They wouldn't have a problem with that. They would not have a problem with that. They go into the strip clubs and they got little girls in the strip clubs, bro, and they will send her right to the boom boom room. Let's just keep it a buck. So all of these cities, they got strip club culture. What are they doing? Uh, Trafficking. What are they engaged in? Underage girls. What are they dealing with? Prostitution. So let's stop playing games where y'all are playing with prostitution culture, but y'all acting like the Drake shit is worth canceling him. Let's stop it. Like, let's stop it. There's a thin line between all of the shit where they're really everything might have to go. And the biggest accusation against Drake that I think is gonna finish him is the XXX Tentacion. Niggas are not, they're not living that one down. They're not living that one down. They on his ass about that. I heard I heard 4 BBL remix songs. I might have heard 10 of them tonight. 4. 4 of them was talking about XXX Tentacion and Drake having something to do with his murder. You feel me? 4. You know? So his fans are on Drake's bumper. They on his tail. Remember I told you that. They on his ass. So I don't know what's gonna come out of that. But let's use a scenario. Let's use a scenario for 1 minute. Imagine just for 1 minute. Because if you listening to the lyrics and you know what you're hearing, if you listen to Ross and you listen to other people's lyrics and you're a lyricist, because nobody is just gonna blatantly say anything. But if you listen, Things are being implied about him putting money out there on somebody, and and him being, him having something to do with certain people getting whacked. So if you listen, you'll hear that. You'll hear people beginning to say, yo, your hands is dirty, bro. We're not gonna let you live down what you did to the little homie. Like, we think you might have something to do with that. And if that ever comes out, he's finished for real. Yeah, Rick Ross plane did crash. We almost lost Rick Ross in the middle of all of this. So the stakes are high. They could be doing Enochian magic. They could be doing Babylonian magic. These people are, you know what I mean? The people he's attached to, they not no pushovers. They not no pushovers. They the final boss. They the final boss. Yeah, X Tentacion. Yeah. The niggas that had to drop on X Tentacion, somebody sent them niggas. They got sent to do the hit. The hell? You ain't hear about that? Shout out to Phase One. He been talking about it. He been exposing it. He been blowing the lid off of it. So yeah, man, it's up. But I'm out of here though. You know what I mean? I'm getting back to writing this BBL Drake remix, ADL Drake. And you know, we're gonna continue to observe. But I'm gonna talk my shit, and I'm gonna use these teacher moments to teach people. I don't care what nobody say. You know what I mean? I'm gonna talk. I'm gonna drive the point home. I'm gonna troll the shit out of Drake. I'm gonna make fun of all of his metrosexual fans, these homoerotic niggas that are like borderline obsessed with this man. You know what I mean? Like, y'all are the real weirdos. But that's whatever, whatever, right? Check this out. That's BBL in history. Ha! Legend. Legend. Check this out.
Drake, I never look twice at no. Teenager.
Never look twice at no teenager. Never look twice at no teenager. Never look twice at no teenager. Never look twice at no teenager. Never look twice at no teenager. Never look twice at no teenager. Never look twice at no teenager. Never look twice at no teenager.
Nigga, did you know that I can see you? Nigga, you right there. It's on your nose, nigga.
Drake, I never look twice at no. Teenager.
Never look twice at no teenager. Never look twice at no teenager. Never look twice at no teenager. Never look twice at no teenager. Never look twice at no teenager. Never look twice at no teenager. Never look twice at no teenager. Never look twice at no teenager.
And I'll leave it with this. We're gonna leave it at this because by the time I see you next time, maybe on Third Out Thursdays, the world will be different. Mark my word. By the time I see you on Thursday, The world is gonna be different. Mark my word. Mark my word. You feel me? They're gonna do a lot of distractions because one thing they can't afford is the public to lose public the sentiment. They if they lose public sentiment, these are some of the most fragile people on the planet. The fragility in these people is unparalleled. BBL Netanyahu, you're a legend. Look, ADL Drizzy. ADL Drizzy, right? The the fragility on these people, they will destroy some shit, y'all, before they face the fire. They will pull down the pillars of a building before they have to come out that building and surrender. These are some very dangerous people when they're cornered. They're like mongooses. When you corner them, they are like mongooses. They will destroy something. So look for a black swan event. Look for a look for a black flag event because they have to distract somebody. They have to distract the world from this shit right here. This is a nightmare for them. You are going to see them break out in hives. They're going to walk over, they're going to bring back shingles. They're going to be falling apart in the public. They're going to evoke the Holocaust, quote unquote, emergency red button. They're going to push the red button and be like, they're trying to put it, you're going to see them go manic, y'all. Because it's like I stated on October the 7th when the situation happened. I got online and I said, yo, based off of what I'm observing, they're going to lose the war. They're going to lose the war. Why? Because I saw women, the first casualties on October 7th was women from the Israeli side. So I said, once you show women getting killed on film and getting sacrificed, you talking about a long war. And it's going to be a bloody war at that. However, they're going to show their fangs to the world. They're going to show their fangs. It's going to force them to show the world that they on some satanic shit. And that is exactly what they did. And they showed their fangs and they lost favor in the perception of the world's perception. That's where their power was coming from. They didn't switch into dictator mode. They're about to switch into dictator mode now. They were operating underneath the radar and was a dictator. They were secret dictators. They were secret they like a secret Nazi party. But now they're gonna be forced to just be outright a rogue state, and they're gonna go super bad. They're about to go super bad and whatnot, and they're just gonna say, "Fuck it, I don't care." Like Drake is about to go super bad. Drake is getting backed into a corner. He's about to go super bad, and he's about to turn into a mongoose, and he's gonna show the people his fangs. He showed the fangs when he was like, "You niggas rapping like you want to free the slaves and whatnot." That's his frustrations. When he waved the white flag last night, it was like, "I don't want to battle no more." That's him being backed into a corner, waving the white flag. He's going to show his fangs and just say, you're going to see him angry. So that's why they went and passed the anti-Semitism law, which they're going to probably come after people who have been standing on exposing them. They're going to come after these people. They already be messing with my bank account. and a bunch of other little things on the back office. They already show their hands. You know what I mean? These they're gonna come after people with this new legislation. So I'm just letting people know, keep a heads up about that. But this right here is gonna have ramifications. Mark my word. Mark my word. So just leave y'all with that. That's just a word of advice. Never say that Uncle Phil never put you on to some things. I'm trying to look out for y'all here. So yeah, let's get out of here and we'll end it with this song. Make sure y'all go and support the website. We got the book, we got the album, we got the lyric book. You know what I mean? Everything is here, and we don't have the THC up here. That'll be there soon. This is Infinity Stones, red and blue pillar. All right, let's check it out. Hold on. Boom, boom, boom.
Yeah, 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 yeah. What? Put them in a Dutch and roll them up. You put them in a truck like Royal Dutch. Tesla coil clutch on a Tesla truck. Matt that finish like oil slush. Tyriel guts like royal flush. We get the royals crush and superiors touch. If ever my blood in the soil touch. God we trust. Go to Ross, no rust. Squads are rushing, prematurely bust like Minutemen of Massachusetts. Back to the party, we blasting music. The hood of justice amassing nooses. Mansa Musa just passing through this. 40 karat gold, Massa Mooses. Black train at Auschwitz, we on Alaska boosters. The block is still sturdy, the Glock is still dirty. They shot it for 30 like Brock Purdy. They popping the perky, yeah, top 30. Million Lincolns just to free the slaves. The ships are sinking and it's still free to wave. Either way. Going to December. 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 Richfield, the new member of Bricks, agenda was flipped. V for Vendetta, all of my vendors is rich. Seymour Swift in the blend of this mix. Moral of the story, remember your gifts. V for Vendetta, blood came through in a blood moon, dismember the Crips. Members ascending the whip, extended the clip, dismember the blick. Remember the Titan, Coach Boone said to remember the sips. The Scorpion King, blood moons on November the 5th. V for Vendetta, know y'all remember the flick. Know y'all remember the flick. Suburbans is swerving. 245, Infinity roam through my entity zones. Yeah. These niggas taking in their buns like Kimberly Jones. Waving these guns at our enemies' dome. Max out my bid, now they sending me home. Glass on my wrist packed with plenty of stones. They jacking my fixie and plenty of clones who pretend to be friends of me, frenemies, in parentheses, who tend to be convincing me that energy is chemistry. Whatever's meant to be is meant to be. Reality presents to me instantly the entities. Feel instancy for your sensory perception. They got a history of deception. Couple centuries under repressions. I'm the diamond deformed under all that compression. I'm Paul in the Western, the one in the Eastern is running the key firm. I got strong genes, they a weak germ, they need stern. I open portals when I release sperm. People sort of venerate the feds cause they generate the bread. Dark man, that's my whole generation dead. We tapped in the quantum realms. That's what the simulation said. They disseminating imitation meds. Placebo effect, they disseminating imitation reds. I was on the road to the riches. Right off the interstate we sped. You niggas haven't been in day with Feds and Smith and Walensky, like we're ciphering Agent Smith B. They sold us out for steak and chips in a trip in the Bentley. And to be assed out like pasa pasa, and they're making chips is dripping in Fenty. Yeah, these slutty vegans, they beyond impossible. Faking, bitch, you niggas faking shit. Y'all was never really plugged in, y'all love some Quaker shit. Woke niggas, y'all will never really unawaken shit. Ain't no shook hands in Brooklyn, I ain't shaking shit. Brace of bitch, my brakes is shot chips from off of glacier drifts. Run my VVS's through the Jamaica glitch. Men lie, women lie, this ain't in this nature, bitch. Yeah, they banned us from TV same year that y'all niggas heard nature spit. Iced out anchors from out of Anchorage. Yeah, it is what it is. That's that camera, that Mason shit. Your man shooting Panthers in the Carolinas, like with Cam Newton. A Kansas City's paradigm. We all in, undisputed. One of the ones that the ones recruited. Like Steven and Shannon, we heaving these hammers. Bella and the Bulldogs, we squeezing these cannons. 100 shooters like Mark Jackson and the Mark Buchanan. At first take, we leaving you stranded. On second thought, we leaving you bandaged.